Hi everyone, this is Mr. Fusion Designs and welcome to our channel. Today we are doing a build from Hachette. It is the Batmobile Tumbler Pack 20. So let's open up our pack, our issue. This is 101. I still can't get over pack 19. That was really an amazing pack, where you see everything come together. Wow. I'm so glad that everything worked. So let's see what comes in this pack. This is issue 101. And so we're doing the other side, if you remember. Okay, so this shouldn't take us too long. So let's get on with it. So this is our part in 101, and let's just take it out of the box. Should have some small parts in here. There we go. And a few more parts in here. These are plastic. This shouldn't take us too long, I hope anyways. You never know me. So that looks excellent. Why does that one look different? It's slightly different, isn't it? Okay, wow. Well, I think it is. Looks like it. Okay, so let's just get... So first thing first, let's snip off these parts, which I'm not a big fan of. It takes quite a bit of time to clip them in. So that's cut off. So these two locations, let's just see if we can get a close-up. So just here, let's just do one first. So one just here. Let's try get our tweezer, pick up these small clips, and so that's one just there. The other one will go just above it, so here, and again this clip will just go here, and that's clipped in. Great. So as you can see, that's the right side. While I'm here, so face it like this, and with, where are we? This has to go, I believe. Where are we? In this direction. Let's just make sure 100%. Yep, I was right. So just in the back here, you can see these two posts. We need to line up with the two holes at the reverse of this. Line it up and just push carefully. And that's installed. So now we need to get this on our vehicle. So let's bring over our tumbler. Okay, so let's bring over this beast. Wow, I'm absolutely in love with this build. Look at it. Wow. Sorry, don't mind me. So we have our AM screws. So we're gonna open them up, and let's see if we could do this. Maybe that's a bit better. Really, I should have brought my cushion. Let's see if we could get a slight better angle. Can you see that? Let's see with my fingers. No, you can't. Let's just try here. I think you can see that now. So what we need to do is this part. So this part, it needs to go on these two posts. So let's turn this over. Feed one through here. And the other one on the other side. Trying to balance that. Okay, we're in. And now we need to line up the two posts just like that. Great. So you can see that. So we need to put two screws just here. So that's the first one. So that's tightened up. Now you can see this is the right side. Let's clip this in place. So let's carefully line up the pins and push slowly. I'm always scared about these things. That's the back ones. There we go. Yep, put the back ones on first. And that looks awesome. Wow. So that is the end of our issue. So I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, let's move it out the way. Okay. This is 102. That was a fun issue. So let's see what we need to do. Okay. These are great, these magazines. So what's this? The backplate with fuel valves and gauges. Wow, that looks nice. I like that. Okay, so let's get on with this one. So this is 102 parts. And let's see what's in here. And these are gauges and valves. I'm not sure we have any screws with this pack. I think they just push on, don't they? And this is metal. I absolutely love this build. It's amazing. So, what we need to do, pretty straightforward really. Let's get this camera. So, these two at the top, the valves just will push in. So, bit of a tight fit really. And let's carefully take your time. That is very tight. Goodness me. But I think they made that for a reason to be that tight. So that's one. My fingers hurt now. And this is the next one. Ow. Let's try that again with the other hand. It's quite painful. Ow. And I don't really want to put any pliers or tweezers on that. Let's see. And I don't want to put any oil on there because it could make it quite loose. Well, I will push that in after because my fingers are a bit painful from doing that. And we need to now put the gauges on the other side, which are here. Let's see how we do that. And it needs to be in a direction. Are they both the same? Let's take a look. They are. Yep, exactly the same. So let's just try this. This should be a lot more easier to push in, but we need to make it in the right direction. I would say just there, and push that in. Yeah, that was a lot easier. Same again with this side. Let's line it up first, and we have a little friend. I think just line it up. Me with my OCD, I think that looks okay. And push. Great. So that looks really good. I like that. And with that said, that's the end of this issue. You will appreciate these fast issues, believe me. So let's move on to the next one. This is issue 103. That's quite a big box. And let's just take a look at what we need to do. So let's take a look again. That's cool. So the emergency air brake chassis. So we're just connecting what we just previously done to this. So let's get on with that. These are our parts in 103. And AM screws. Let's see. Is this plastic or metal? No, that's metal. That's good. Okay, that's it. I always make sure that there's nothing else in there. So let's see. This goes like this. So I'm gonna turn it like that. And just to prove, I did push it down. Why am I confused? How do you attach this? That's just because it is a bit difficult to see. So there's two locations just under this. So this will just go over. And I believe, where are we? Doesn't matter which way. I think it does. That was the wrong way. So in this direction, slide that on. There we go. That fits much better. So like that. We're gonna need some screws, and those are AM screws. So I have my screw ready. So in the top locations, just here, that's the first one. And that is it in this issue. That looks great. I like that a lot. So let's move on to our next one. This is issue 104. So let's just put this to the side. See what we need to do. And that's cool. So what's this? Left emergency air brake. So putting it together, and we are attaching it. So let's see what's in the box. And this is 104 parts. Quite a few screws I could see. So MM screws, AAP screws. There should be some kind of bracket or something. There we go. And parts. Great. Nothing else in there. So let's get on with this. Okay, now we have these parts, and we can, I guess, go here. So this is the left side. Line that up. There we go. These screws are really, really tiny. So I had to get another screwdriver. It's going in plastic, so you don't have to overdo it. And one more. And there we go. So that's now screwed in. So let's bring over our other part. So we have our part we was working on. Perhaps we can go closer. So just here. Now we need to fit the air brake. Just slide that on. Just like that. So you could see. And with this bracket, you can see it has a bit of a slant. First, I just need to put it towards me slightly. Sorry. Otherwise, it's going to be quite difficult. So just push that on and slide one side and line that up just there. So we need screws, and it's going into metal, so we have to be careful. Just line this up. I did put a bit of oil on that, and I think, yep, we're in. So that's now screwed in, and it's no wobble, and that looks great. So that's from this side, and that is the end of this issue. So let's move on to the next one. This is issue 105. We're really cracking on with these issues. We're flying past them. Well, I think I am. One more after this. I think from that massive pack 19, I think it's a good idea to just like slow it down. So we're doing the right side emergency air brake. So exactly what we just did. And then we got some more different parts. So let's get on with that. So these are the parts. I know we should know what we're doing, but just to show you. AAP screws. screws. This should be the bracket. Yep. We should fly past this one. And that's it. It's already attached for us, so just push that down, and let's see if we could do, maybe we could do something like that. So AAP screws. So let's just get our first one in, making sure it's pressed down fully, and that's the first one. So that's both of them screwed in. So let's get our part, which was this. So I think we know what we're doing now. So just slide that on. And we need screws. So like before, with this part, just like that. Line this up. Put it on the peg. Put that just there. And these screws are really tiny. Let's just push this towards me a bit. And slowly try and locate where we need to go. So that's both of them now screwed in. That looks great. Really like that. And that is the end of this issue. So let's get on with the next and last issue. This is 106, and it is our final issue. So I really enjoyed those. And let's take a look at our magazine. And let's see what we need to do. So, shock absorbers and supports. Okay. So, I think we need to attach... Goodness me, we have to put some posts in there. Are we attaching? Okay, we're putting these on our vehicle. And that's it. So let's get on with this. So these are the parts in 106. And there's quite a few parts. XP, GM, some parts in there. CM, UP. Goodness me. Let's see what's in here. So these parts, and what else is in here? Two of these rods. One of them is bent quite a lot actually, or oh, they're very soft. Okay, so they're like pipes. Okay. Let's see what's in here. These are shock absorbers, and wow, they are metal, and I like the detail on that. Nothing else in there. And what are these? And these are the parts for that. These are plastic, and that's plastic, and these are metal, and the rest is plastic. Okay, great. So let's move these out the way for now. Okay, we have these parts. I guess we can go closer. So here. And these two pipes are the exact same length. So just put that over. I'm not sure if that will hold in place. But if needed, we will put some resin or something on there to hold it in. So that's two of them ready. Now we need this part that we was working on, and I don't believe it matters which is which. The exact same, no lettering on there. So in this direction, like that, with the pipes facing towards, I believe that's towards, because you have these locations here. So like that. And we need GM screws. So that's going into metal. So let's get our first one in. There's a bit of oil on there. Let's work it in. And that's gone in nicely. So that's one. And that's still loose. That's fully tightened. I highly recommend using oil on this build. It does matter a lot, believe me. We learned our lesson through the DeLorean, but builds have come along since then. You can see the quality of it has improved a lot. So let's work that in slightly, line it up, and that's fine now. So perfect, nearly there. And tighten that up. That's moving nicely. So now we have these parts, and they just flip in this direction. So I believe they're exact same. No difference on, well, there is actually a difference. Yes, so let's just make sure which one goes where. So hopefully you could see that with this part, and the other side is a bit more flat. So this part will come this way in the direction. Let's just get this fitted. It's tight, so that's good. And we have one, and one of them is quite slanted actually, so I think there is a difference to these. And the slanted ones, again, the pattern like that, and let me just make sure. Is it like that? Yeah. So in this direction, that will go towards the top. Let's just turn this so I could get this in correctly. They're quite tight, which is a good thing. Okay. So hopefully you could see that. So they line up, you can't see. So let's do the same. So the straight one with that part just at the bottom. Let's get this pushed on. Goodness me, that is really tight. Let's get this fitted correctly. Let's work your way. I think that's okay. And where are we? So again, with this part like that, and it's slanted towards the outside like that, because it needs to line up. But take your time. And let's just try get this in. Nearly there. It's just very tight, so I think we're there now. Yep, that's it. Let's make sure that's straight and that is straight. So that looks excellent. I really like that. So that's this part. So let's move it to the side for now. Now we have these parts, and we just need to feed them in its locations, so they just push on, and it doesn't matter. Is there a mark on there? Actually there is. That's the right one. Not sure if you'll be able to see that. That's right. And let's just see if this is the left one. First, let's push this on. And that's fully pressed in. And this is the left one. So I guess it does matter. Now we need our vehicle. So let's bring that over. Every time I take a look at this car, well, our tumbler, you can see it moves. Goodness me. Wow. So we're working on this side. Hopefully I could get this close. Let's try. So I'm just carefully putting this here. Let's see if I could get MUC. So this is gonna be the left side, and there is, which I hardly can see, a hole here Let's see if we could get a bit closer. So a hole here, and there is one just in the back here, and we have to try locate that. We have to go behind this and press this in place. So I think we're there. Great. Let's just make sure that's fully pressed. It is. And I'm not sure how this brake line is going to work now, but I'm sure we will get there. Now we have the other side. Let's see if we can just maneuver this. I think we'll be alright to see what I'm doing. Sorry, there's a light on there, that's why it's that color. So just in the back here, you can see that would need to go into here. So that's pressed in now. And then above here, there's another hole. And that would need to push through. But it's black, everything. Very difficult to see. And this one, it's been a bit stubborn. So I'm gonna try get this in and then I'll be back with you. So that's connected now. That was a lot more difficult than that side, only because the line didn't line up. But we are actually done. So this the end of this issue. Let's just push this here, and with this part, I believe it will go somehow here. Not sure how. Probably here. That's it. So I really hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you could hit that thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to our channel, that would be amazing. Thanks a lot for watching. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Goodbye for now.